Hello Saints, welcome to Shine a Light once again with yours truly, Kenneth McCartney. And Saints, I just want to encourage you with two key things that you can use on your journey to becoming and accomplishing the things that God has called you to become. Saints, along this journey, we are going to encounter naysayers, we are going to encounter critics, we are going to encounter false accusations, we are going to encounter negative people along the journey of becoming and accomplishing the things that God has called us to accomplish, Saints. And I want to encourage you with two key things that you can use that will help you along this journey in accomplishing the things that God has called you to accomplish. Saints, and I want to take you down to the story of Nehemiah, and we can drop down to Nehemiah 4. The Bible talked about how God had given Nehemiah the task of rebuilding the walls around the Jews, Saints. That's the task that God had given him. And the Bible talked about how when Sanballat and Tobiah found out about his mission, how they came around Nehemiah and the workers and they tried to ridicule him. The Bible talked about how Sanballat told Nehemiah that like they are feeble, like the work they're trying to do, like they are incompetent. You know, the Bible even talked about how they said to them, like even foxes can throw down these walls. Basically, they was just telling him that like the work they are doing, even it isn't up to par. Basically, they tried to make a complete mockery out of them. And what is the key thing that Nehemiah used? The Bible said in Nehemiah 4, and you drop down to verse 4, the Bible says that Nehemiah prayed. He said, God, I need you to intervene. He said, God, I need you to allow the seeds that they have sown, God, to fall upon them. He's like, God, I need you to give me the strength to finish and accomplish the task that I know that you have given me to accomplish. He said, God, I need you to intervene. I need you to help me to complete the work that you have called me to complete. And you know what, Saints? God intervened and God responded. Nehemiah finished the wall. Nehemiah completed the work. And I'm saying to you, Saints, along this journey, as the enemy tried to discourage you and diminish you, I need you to set aside a time to pray. And as you try to become and accomplish the things that God has placed on the inside of you, take the time to pray and say, God, I need your help. God, I need you to strengthen me. Whatever it is, whatever angle the enemy is trying to come from, Saints, I need you to take that time apart and I need you to pray. And if we drop down to another story, the Bible talked about, we're well aware of the story of David. But if you drop down in 1 Samuel chapter 17, starting at verse 28, the Bible talked about how when Goliath was there chanting, making mockery of the people of God, the Bible talked about how when David came about and David asked his brother like what was going on, and the Bible talked about how David's brother said to him like what are you doing here? Basically, like he was basically telling David, there is no use for you around here. Go tend to your little sheep. Basically, he was trying to diminish David. He was basically telling David, like this battle, even on your level, like this ain't for you. Go along and play with your few little sheep. Play with your little few little sheep. So go along. This type of battle ain't for you. You know what the Bible talked about? David turned around and asked him like, what is the problem? And the Bible talked about how David walked away. And Saints, what I'm saying to you, Saints, that on this journey, Saints, some people even ain't worth answering. Saints, along this journey, some things, Saints, you're going to have to just walk away from. Let God be your defense. Because in the end, God was David's defense. Because God worked through David and David would defeat Goliath. God was his defense. And I'm saying to you, Saints, some of the things, Saints, you're going to have to walk away. So the two key things that I'm saying here to you, Saints, that while you are on your journey to accomplishing and being who God has called you to be, that you're going to have to pray, Saints. And that certain things, Saints, that you are going to have to walk away and allow God to be your defense, Saints. Saints, I want to encourage you. Don't let nobody diminish you. Don't let nobody minimize you. Don't let nobody make you feel little. And Saints, I just want to encourage you that you're going to encounter these things. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of people belittling you. Don't be afraid of people lying on your name and scandalizing your name. Don't be afraid of these things. These are a part of the journey. You know, I was watching Oprah's biography the other day. You know, Oprah was talking about her journey to becoming the Oprah Winfrey that we now know. You know what Oprah said? Oprah said on her journey, they told her she's too dark. They also told Oprah like her hair is not accepted, her eyes are too wide apart, her lips are too big. Basically they tried to diminish Oprah. Like they was basically tell her like this arena, like this ain't for your type, this ain't for your look. Basically they was rejected and saying this ain't for you. But after Oprah became who God had called her to be, everything about Oprah is now being accepted. Oprah is now the accepted look. She's now the embrace. And I'm saying to you saints, along this journey, people are going to tell you, you're not called for this arena. This is not your part. Like this area is not called for you. You don't have the grace for this area. You don't have the grace for this calling. But I want to encourage you to keep trotting, keep moving. And certain things, like the two things I told you, you're going to have to pray, saints. And another key thing, saints, that you're going to have to do, certain people and certain things that you're going to have to ignore and continue moving, allow God to be your defense. Saints, I just want to empower you and to encourage you. This is Shine the Light once again with yours truly, Kenita McCartney. You be blessed.